So this is a quick little candle spell to just kind of cleanse the air. We need it. You need something. Okay, none of those then. I do my candle spells funky and different every time. So this time I am throwing runes instead of pulling them to see what pops out. And we have Rido, which I think is where's my cheat sheet? Still learning these. Rido, wagon, travel, journey, or destination. And destiny. And then we have Pertho, which is pawn, magic, mystery, and it's a feminine. Interesting. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we've got Fehu, money, wealth, luck, and abundance. It's a good sign. And oh, I get this one a lot. Sawulo, sun, strength, energy, success, and health. I hope so. I hope so. We're going to do this the other way. So we're going to put the S there. Let's move these around. So that way we start with a good base and work up with the sun at the top with the light. Okay. Your face down. Missed you. Okay. Next, I just carve it into the candle. I have a little knife. You can use anything. And Chaos Witch, I use anything. Everything is fair game. I have a spell I have to finish up. I've got tarot cards to read. I've got berries to go forage before the ants and other things get to them. Oh, it's going to be a busy week. Hopefully, we'll get some good news or something this week. I don't know. We need some good news, don't we? We need some kind of good news, some kind of win, some kind of success. Let's see what the universe has to offer us this week. Sometimes I do my spells a little more intricately, but for today, this shall do. There we go. Don't feel like using my incense, so I'm using this flame. Buzz away the negative energy. Bring in some good fresh energy, please. Let's see what this week has to offer. I'm going to do personal requests later tonight. For right now, I just want to get my usual dailies and weekly stuff out. So if you want to join me later tonight, I'll be taking personal requests. They're always free. I do accept tips, but they're just tips. Unless you're purchasing a spell jar. For those, I charge. Mostly just because materials cost money. I don't make a profit off those, really. So I am currently looking for... Am I going to do the dailies first or the weekly? Let's do the weekly first. So this is the week of June 29th through July 5th. June 29th through July 5th, the weekly. That's what we're going to start off with. Oh, okay. We start off strong with the King of Cups. This is an emotionally mature person, leader, usually a male figure. It's funny because I was in Florida this past week, so The scenery is very Floridian to me. Hi, Rhea. Welcome. I just started. So this is the first card of the week, the King of Cups, which is funny because it's very fishy, very beachy, very. I was in Florida this last weekend. So starting off the week, Sunday 29th, June 29th through Saturday, July 5th is what we're pulling. Anxiety noises. Oh, don't worry about it passing. We knew it was going to pass. We knew a version of the bill was going to pass. What we need to wait for is what got struck, what got added, and what version is the House going to pass, because it has to go to the House for the House to do the exact same thing. And if the House makes any changes, then they have to push it back to the Senate. It's not on the desk yet. So no anxiety noises. Now it's just the next step in the process. Now instead of calling our senators, we're calling our House members. Call your House rep. That's what we do next. Okay. Hello. This is around the Monday-ish. Oh, well, this is actually around the Wednesday-ish energy. So around tomorrow, we're getting the Two of Wands reversed. This could be feeling stuck or a lack of advancement or a lack of progress. And then next, we're going with the Friday-ish energy. So we're moving through the week here. We've got like the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I do the top and the bottom because I just changed how I'm doing my weeklies. Next, we have the Knight of Cups reversed. This could be a false start, or it could be, I'm popping up with the Politico things. Republicans narrowly passed Trump's big, beautiful bill. Yeah, it literally narrowly passed. It was 50-50, and James Donald Bowman had to tie break it. So, like, this is not at all a popular bill, and it still has to pass the House. Okay. So, Knight of Cups reverse, like, things are falling through. Things aren't working out the way that you expect towards the end of the week. So, well, that's around Friday. So, we've got Monday, Wednesday, Friday-ish going through the week, like the work week here. And then we have the beginning of the week around Sunday, the Eight of Pentacles reversed. This is very much the budget. This is very much them working on the budget. That's hilarious. If you watch our Blue Illusional podcast, I just posted it here on Substack. If you go to the Blue Illusional podcast page, I posted episode 13 and I included my political tarot reading, which I did on the budget. It was all pentacles. Like, the primary three cards were all pentacles, and then the other two cards, or the other three cards, one was a pentacle. So, like, that's hilarious. This is 100% budget coded. That's funny. And the end of the week, so around Saturday the 5th, more pentacles and a similar message. They are fighting tooth and nail. I don't think they're going to pass like the full version of the budget by the 4th, like they're planning. If they do, nobody's going to be happy about it, Republicans or Democrats. Like, this is going to be horrible. Oh, that's funny. You gotta laugh. You have to laugh, or else we cry. So let's laugh. Okay. So this is for the week. Rhea, these are the seashells I'm going to be using in your spell. Well, some of them, not all of them. I collected these from the beach. Okay. So let's go through the week. Starting off the week. Oh, they're more gorgeous. I'll show them. I'll take pictures of them later. You can't even tell how pretty they are. Starting with the beginning of the week around Sunday. We got presents. And we're looking for the 8 of presents. Okay. The Pentacles, presents, and the Nightmare deck. Attention to detail is great until it turns into shrewd perfectionism. Step back and try not to focus so much on the minutia. Make sure the big picture is on track before getting lost in the details. Doesn't have to be about the budget. This is also the energy in general, so you could be working on something personally. Okay. The King of Pentacles is the ultimate provider. Through hard work and smart delegation, he meets his goal and he loves sharing the wealth with others. This card is a call to spread cheer. So this is the energy of like Monday, Tuesday. We're leading off of the King and going into the Two of Wands now. So we're kind of in this in-between space of this generosity and sharing the wealth into the Two of Wands. Which I flipped right to. How funny. If you find yourself feeling caught off guard or unprepared for a situation, don't worry about the potential setbacks. Instead, center yourself, keep your eyes on the prize. If you stay focused, you'll navigate through this more easily than you think. Just like I said, we know what to do next. Call your house reps. Then we go into the Knight of Cups reversed. Just potions. Come on, I flipped right to it again. Okay. Reversed, the Knight of Cups becomes sulky, gloomy, and brooding. This is often caused by a big disappointment. Take time to really think about your options before acting on them. Relationships can get sticky while decisions are made emotionally rather than logically. This is going to be a fun week, I think, I would not want to be a congressman right now. They are not having a good time. He's giving me just a little bit of glee to know that. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So how funny is that? We start with the Eight of Pentacles reversed and we end with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. That's so funny to me. Oh my God. Okay. It can be discouraging to work hard without seeing immediate results, but keep at it. The best rewards often take time and a lot of work to manifest. Remember why you started and keep going. You'll get there. That's a positive message to end on. That's a really positive message. Okay. Next, we're going to do the dailies. And then tonight, I will do personals. I just don't have time right now. My baby just woke up from her nap. And I figured that would be the case. I figured she'd either still be napping or just about to wake up around this time. But I wasn't sure if I was going to be awake enough to do it earlier. Because we were driving until about 1 o'clock when we got home last night. It's hard driving straight through from Florida to Ohio. It's a long drive. So now we're doing the dailies. She's getting fussy. Let me be right back. I got her a little snacky. I'm going to go give that to her real quick. Enjoy some music. I'm going to take a quick second. Sorry, I just gave my baby girl a snack, and I'm going to give myself a quick medicine slash offering to my guides here. And then I'll be ready to pull the daily cards. I've already shuffled them, so we're ready to go. Bear with me 1 second. I'm back. Oh, awesome. Look at this cute little ring I got at the flea market. Isn't that pretty? All right, let's turn this down. I like having background music, but I don't need it to drown me out. But I figured you guys didn't want to hear me coughing. Okay, here we go. So these are the dailies. Again, sorry I'm late. I just got back from vacation. We're going to start with Sunday the 29th. So this was for Sunday, June 29th. Oh, okay. Ha! Pentacles. All the pentacles. That is just consistency. That is consistency. This is problems for long-term longevity. This is definitely the worries and anxiety over the budget bill. That's consistent. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just saw the notification drop down for the Blue Illusional podcast. If you go to episode 13 on Substack, you'll see the political tarot reading video just underneath. I did all pentacles. That was fucking crazy when I was doing the tarot reading for the budget bill that just passed in the Senate. That's nuts. That's just consistency right there. Okay, so go check that out when you get a chance. It's also on TikTok if you go to Blue Illusional TikTok. Okay, so what is going on Monday the 30th? What happened yesterday? The Knight of Swords reversed. These, when they're reversed, I always call them the false starts. Something blocks, something gets in the way. There's something going on. So this one is for today, July 1st. Everybody, don't forget to do your cinnamon abundance spells. There's multiple ways to do it. So if you don't have pets and you're not allergic to cinnamon or have somebody who's, and don't have anybody who's allergic to cinnamon, then you can take some cinnamon, ground cinnamon, through your front door. Step outside of your house, have your door open, right through your front door. If you do it out of your front door, then you're literally blowing money out of your house. You want to blow it into your house. That's how you do a basic cinnamon abundance spell if you haven't done it before. If you have pets, take a cinnamon stick and you can place it above your door. So that way, every time you walk through, you're cleansing and bringing abundance. You can also put a selenite stick up there for the same purpose, and you just trade them out every month. Or if you're like me and a chaos witch, instead of blowing cinnamon through the door, you can just yeet it through the door. Same concept. Okay, so what is the card of the day for today, Tuesday, July 1st? No, get back in there. I don't know what you were, but get back in there. Didn't feel right. Page of Wands reversed is what that was. The Page of Wands reversed. A lack of growth or feeling lack of motivation. This might be just a stuck in the mud type day where you feel like you're dragging your feet and nothing is getting done. And that's okay. Instead of fighting it, embrace it. Be lazy today, people. Be lazy today. I'm being lazy today because I had a 14+ hour drive yesterday and I just don't feel like dealing with it. Okay. Wednesday, we have the moon. That is kind of an interesting sign. Either something's going to be done in the darkness of night, or we're going to be bringing attention to something that's trying to hide in the darkness. Oh, wait. A full moon is coming soon, too. It's not this week, but when is the full moon? The full moon is next week. Oh, wait, no, that was fast. That was in June. It is time to flip my calendar. I forgot to do that. I've been reading off the bottom line. So let's go through July. Why does that feel like appropriate? Okay. So the next full moon. Oh, the 10th. The 10th is the next full moon. So I wonder if we're going to hear about something this week, or if something's going to happen this week that we'll find out about. Huh. Or, I don't know. We'll find out. I just needed to know when the full moon was after I saw that card because it just feels very illuminating. All right, so we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's go Thursday. What do we have for Thursday? The 3rd. Too many cards, people. Thursday, July 3rd. This is a hard week for me. The anniversary of my dad's death is July 4th. And it will have been 14 years? 14 years. He died in 2011. So July 4th kind of sucks for me every year. Oh, hello. That's funny. Okay, so Thursday, the 3rd, we have the Hermit reversed. Getting out of your shell, ready to get back out there in general, wanting to be around people and not so isolated. So Thursday seems like a good day to reconnect with people. And then Friday is a rest. That's very funny imagery after I was just talking about my dad. The consistency. Thanks, Daddy. Love that. Yeah, so Friday is a day of rest and recovery. Something is going to beat your ass. So take the time and just rest. And finally, Saturday, the 5th. Saturday, July 5th. The 4 of Pentacles. I wonder if that's when the final version of the budget will finally pass. I don't think they're going to get it done on the 4th. I really don't. I think they're going to be working all night and it'll pass on the 5th. That is what I'm thinking, because this week they have to finish getting it through the House. The House has to now vote on it. But every time the Pentacles are popping up, I get flashes of the budget. So I think that's what it's related to. Of course, it's not always related to that. On a personal level, I might be throwing out a political framework, but the energy is there and does not have to be political. I am adding that framework on it. If you want to take this on a personal level only, that's what my readings, when I'm actually writing it out, will be on. So, for example, when we're talking about the 10 of Pentacles reversed, this could just be anxiety about the future, anxiety about the long-term plans and whether or not they'll come to fruition. It does not have to be about the budget. I'm laughing because that was the initial connection that I made when I put a political lens on the energy. So I just wanted to clear that up. I'm making political associations with it because that's what I do. Personally, there's a lot of messaging here too. Okay, let's read through it. Starting with the 10 of Pentacles, and I'm reading through from my Nightmare Before Christmas deck because, just to explain why, this is the guidebook that came with my cards. And they're kind of shit. Now, I do enjoy the overall descriptions. It's great for learning the basics. It gives you some information on details and how to read a spread if something pops up with a reverse, but it's all about intuition with this book, which I do enjoy. But here's where I have a problem with it. They don't give any kind of keywords for reversed. And there's lots of typos and errors, like they repeat words. And it's just not very helpful in a lot of ways. So it's a good little read through, but I don't reference it when I'm trying to do that. These guidebooks are much more in depth. So ignoring the artwork, just seeing that there's a basic description, an upright, and a reversed. And they do that at least an upright and a reversed for all of the cards, not just the major arcana. So occasionally I'll read from this one. And then occasionally I'll read from this one for the same reason. It at least has an upright and reverse, which is just helpful when I'm trying to relay it to an audience. You know what? I'm actually going to do the pot one for this. In the pot one, this is the 10 of Buds. I love the artwork in this. In the reverse presentation, the 10 of Pentacles symbolizes poor choices when it comes to your resources, whether that means actual financial circumstances, distribution of your energy, or the family relationships you've developed. It's time to take a step back and think about your long-term goals. So that was Sunday. This was Monday. Knight of Swords. That's the pipes in this one. An abundance of energy coupled with impatience can get the best of a Knight of Swords. Slow down, inhale, and exhale deeply. You'll never figure out how to get from point A to point B without some strategizing. So a reminder to slow down. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands' inspiration and enthusiasm are taking longer to generate fruit in this presentation, but that doesn't mean he's out for the count. This dream can get back on track with just the right combination of patience and follow-through. It's a good sign for today. Tomorrow, Wednesday the 2nd, we have the moon. Number 18. I love the moon in this deck. Isn't that cute? The moon sure looks mellow tonight, and with its reassuring visage, this card reminds us to trust our intuition. If something seems off, there's probably good reason for it. It also offers the reminder to mine our dreams for what our subconscious already knows too well. Let your senses take center stage. Intuition, intuition, intuition. Listen to your intuition tomorrow. Listen to your gut. Then we move on to the Hermit reverse. The Hermit is number 9. Solitude feels good when it's fruitful and supportive. Reverse, the Hermit card suggests you may be feeling alone or unsupported. Take comfort in the card's upright urgings and spend a little one-on-one time with yourself. Or you can get back out there and meet with your friends and family. Then we have the 4 of Swords. Rest, recover, recharge, restore. Things have been rough and it's time for a timeout, whether that's from a project or a relationship. Dim those lights, grab your best lighter, and seek some higher peace of mind. And then finally, we end the week with the 4 of Pentacles, which I flipped right to. How cool. Whether it's material goods or achievements, it makes sense to hold on to what you have for the sake of future security and stability. You'll have to walk the fine line between protecting and appreciating your assets and hogging all the goods for yourself. A word of caution, securing your stash doesn't mean being miserly. That's never a good look. All right, so those are the dailies and I got the weeklies. I need to get back to my daughter because I can't leave her alone for that long. And I will see you guys tonight when I log back on to do some personals. So if you have any personal requests, if you want to order a spell jar, Rhea, I'm working on yours. Like I said, these are some of the shells I got yesterday. Let me show you a couple. These are especially good for all kinds of things, but shells are perfect for protection, for romance, for love, for stability, for lots of things. But there's one that I'm so excited to share. Pretty. Just like take a picture of it later. Isn't that pretty? I'm so excited. So I got some of these for my dad. Because like I said, going to the beach and stuff was me and my dad's thing. Come here, Daddy. So he would only be in his 50s. He died very young. He was 43 when he died. Yeah, he wouldn't even really be 60 years old yet. But anyway, he had a massive heart attack. He was very unhealthy. He drank very heavily, heavy alcoholic, heavy smoker, Marlboro Reds. Had a massive heart attack at 43 years old. His father had 4 heart attacks before he died of heart failure. And that was in his 60s. And that was because my grandmother died of cancer in her 60s. Every time she got sick, my grandpa got sick. He quit drinking and smoking, and his health got exponentially better. But then my grandma got worse, and she never smoked or drank at all. Just one of those things. Health sucks, and we need stuff like Medicaid so that people can go to the doctor when things go wrong. But, call your house rep. That's all I can say. But we used to go to the beach all the time. So I went to the spot where we used to go and walk along the jetty in New Smyrna Beach, Ponce Inlet. And I found all of these different shells. So I'm going to put some up here with him. And then I'm going to use the rest for spell work. This one I'm keeping. This is mine. But let me show you the ones that I was planning on using for your spell. This one I'm keeping over here. These ones are perfect for putting in little jars. And then this one has a perfect little hole in there that I'm going to use to put it on a chain. So this one I'm keeping. You can hear her going her oh to Miss Rachel, so I know she's okay. But I need to go up there soon. But I love these ones too. Husband calling me, but he can call me back in a minute. So I got all of these little ones, 4 little spell jars. And then I have this one, Rhea, is specifically one that I picked out for you. The video's not doing it justice. I'll send you a picture of it later. But this one I picked out specifically for your spell jar. I don't know why. It just drew me to you. So that one's for you. I've already started working a little on it. So this is actually going in here. I'm not going to grind it. It's just that's where the spell is going. And then there was another one. Oh, this one. I don't know why, but that one drew me to you too. Nothing fancy. It's like a little cracked, a little faded, a little dull, but it feels nice. It almost feels like a guitar pick. So that was yours. And then this one too. It was perfect. Literally a perfect shell with this beautiful coloring. So those were the 3 that specifically called out to me for your spell jar. And then the rest of these I just sifted through with my son and grabbed some because they're just perfect to either grind up or pop in a spell jar depending on what I'm using it for. The little ones like these are really good for grinding up because then you can use them as a powder for protection. So next time you go to the beach, get some shells. No. Okay. So join me later tonight. I will post my ETA probably around 8-ish. It depends on when I get little Miss to sleep. I don't have my son. He's with my mom in Florida. I'm very sad about it. But it makes bedtime easier, I'm not gonna lie, when it's just one of them. So whenever she goes to sleep, I'll be going live. I probably won't schedule it only because I don't know what time I'm gonna get her to sleep, but we'll find out. Thank you for joining me. I will post these up as soon as I can. Thank you.